Hey, this is Tom Neeson with Sales Made Easy. Tom at salesmadeeasy.com. Hey, welcome back. And hopefully you've learned some things from some of our guests. We're going to have a great guest next week. But I wanted to get with everybody and talk about the magic words of sales. I find it interesting that everybody wants a magic word. How do you do this? And they think there's a magic answer. And most of the time, there is no such thing as a magic answer. You know, it really takes some hard work and it takes some, practice. And I mean that. How often do you role play? Because that's a monstrous thing, role playing. It's practice. It's like, how can a great golfer be so good and make the shot look so easy? Well, they practice 8 hours a day. How often do you practice your sales skills? If you want to get great, you got to practice, you got to role play. There are some things that practice makes perfect. The other things is creating new behaviors in how you do things and what you do. And some of those behaviors are what you say, what comes out of your mouth. And I thought there are magic words in sales, and there's two magic words in sales that really can turn the tide, can make stuff happen. How do I use these magic words? When do I use these magic words? But if you don't put it into your head that I've got to use these words instead of the other words. And the other words are, okay, yes, I'll do that for you. I'll do this for you. Okay, we'll do this. Yes, I'll lower my price. And it's really not necessarily that you're saying the words. It's that you're accepting what someone says to you has, I just don't want to say the truth, but you're accepting what they're saying, as if you answer yes, you close the deal. And that's not the case. I want every salesperson that's listening to this, raise your hand if you ever did something for a client. Hey, can you get me a quicker lead time? And they still didn't buy from you. Hey, can you lower my price? And they still didn't buy from you. Hey, can you do this? And they still didn't buy from you. Happens way too often. So what we got to double check is let's say I did that. What would happen? So here's the two magic words. And I want you to get these words in your head. And I want you to start practicing. And I want you to start using them. And these magic words are, let's pretend. So when someone asks you to do something, instead of saying, yes, it's easy for me to deliver that a day early. It's easy for me to move that up a week. It's easy for me to lower your price. It's easy for me to get you termed. Instead of that, let's pretend I was able to get you better terms. Would we be doing business then? See, now what you've done is you've given whatever they said and you made it a non-issue. Let's pretend. Someone says to you, you're higher priced than XYZ company. Perfect. Instead of saying, let me see if I can lower it, instead of saying, show me what their price is and I'll see what I can do, you simply say, let's pretend I was able to meet their price. Who would you buy from? So let's pretend. Use the words let's pretend whenever somebody says, ask for something. Let's pretend I was able to get that for you. Let's pretend I was able to do this. What would be the next step? Would you be able to move forward? See, those are two magic words. If there are ever magic words in sales or magic answers, these are the only two. Oh, you can change it, by the way, if you don't like let's pretend, you could say, if I had a magic wand, would that work? So always have a magic wand with you and just say, if I had a magic wand, would that do it for you? You got to start writing that down. And the best way to do that is practice. Get somebody to sit there and role play with you and give you an objection. Say your price is high. If you get a friend of yours, another salesperson, that gives you 10 different ways a prospect might say your price is high, and you go, well, let's pretend. When you get in front of somebody and never used it in front of a live person, you're going to be much more comfortable, more relaxed to do it. And if you've never done it, you go, oh, I got these words Tom gave me. You get in front of someone and they say, can you lower your price? You're probably going to go, yes. So you got to practice too. You got to role play. You got to find someone that'll help you. So we'll see you next time on Sales Made Easy. Hope this helps you start off the new year. But the 2 magic words in sales, or 4 if I had a magic wand. See you next time.